All right, class, welcome back. We are coming in from that basketball court. We just got done doing an activity outside, and we're going to sit on down. We are going to get settled, and everyone's going to show me that they are ready for our next activity with quiet mouths, listening ears. I will give you guys 5 more seconds to get settled. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome, everybody. Well, welcome back. So we are going to be moving on to our next activity for the day. So we have been working with area and perimeter all day with our Cheez-Its and with our basketball activity outside. And now we're going to be moving on and thinking bigger. We're going to be expanding our mathematical knowledge. And today we're going to be using our area and perimeter to make a real life situation come to life where we would use area and perimeter in real life. So today we're going to be acting as engineers. Can anyone tell me what they think an engineer is? Yes. Okay. So Jimmy thinks that an engineer is someone who builds things. Does anyone else have any other ideas that are different from Jimmy's? Okay, so Samantha thinks that an engineer is someone who puts things together. So both of those are awesome answers, and they are both very right, but I'm just going to add on to that. So an engineer is actually someone who wants to know why and how things work. But wait, Miss Madison wants to know why and how things work. Does that make me an engineer? No, not quite. So an engineer is also someone who designs things and builds things in order to solve a specific problem. So today, my beautiful engineers, I'm going to be giving you guys a specific problem that you're going to have to solve in order to design and build something. So today, our principal, Mr. Turner, is needing us, Miss Madison's class, to come up with a new design and idea for a playground. So they have a new plot of land that we need to create a playground or a community park to fit perfectly in that plot of land that they're giving us. So how are we going to do that? First, before we do anything and move on, I'm gonna need you guys to get out your math workbooks with all of those vocabulary and formulas and translations. We're gonna need everything out on your desk and ready to use before we move on to building our community park. Okay, thank you so much. So now moving forward, with now this knowledge that we have to create this community park, how are we going to do that? Well, first of all, I'm going to need you guys to put your creative hats on because we're going to have a lot of time to get creative with this activity. But first, Mr. Turner, our principal, has a few safety measures and requirements that we're going to have to follow in order to make this park work. So they are asking our engineers, you guys, to create a blueprint of the park that includes area and perimeter of each facility or thing in the playground in order to make it fit in that park. So I'm going to be going around right now and I'm going to be passing out our community park guidelines. So on this worksheet, you guys will have a list of facilities that you will need to include in your park. So you will need to include a parking lot, restrooms, a garden, and a picnic area. However, the facilities are missing the following measurements. Some are missing side length, some are missing perimeter, or some are missing area. That means as a group, in your table groups of 4 people, you will be working together to find the unknown measurements for each facility in the park. In addition, there will also be a total of 8 recreational amenities that will need to be included in your blueprint that you guys are going to create after this worksheet. The list of requirements has given some measurements for 4 of those amenities, but the other 4, because remember we need 8, so 4 measurements are already given to you that you're going to have to compute and find the missing length, but 4 of them you're going to have to create all on your own that fit perfectly in that plot of land that we're going to give you. So those 4 additional amenities can be anything that you choose. They can be a soccer field, they can be a swing set, they can be a slide. It does not matter to me. You can choose whatever you'd like, but they do have to have all of the correct measurements, and they all have to fit in there once you compute and find the perimeter and area. So you guys are going to have to use those perimeter and area formulas in your math workbook to help you solve the unknown measurements. And then once you guys have finished creating all of your guidelines and computing all of your measurements in unit squares, then we're going to move on to creating your guys' blueprint and cutting out our squares and putting them and building our actual community parks.